Okay, here we're going to use the augmented scale. I did another video, or I think maybe two, where we looked at it in terms of creating a playful theme. This time we're just going to mess around with dissonant ideas. And these are things, stuff like, if you're a film composer, stuff like John Williams and whatnot will use. And they actually love these kind of sorry about that. These kind of scales where these 6-note scales, they can't be, and just going through the chords. In truth, I like to just think about as, well, I just wrote it all down there. I like to think of each augmented chord as just an inversion. Otherwise, you have to rename it. So, in every major third from the root of the scale, you could build a minor or major chord, but the rest are just inversions of that augmented chord. So, and the augmented scale can, just to review, can only be built 4 times. So I start there, and now if I start here, I'll start here. Playing it slow. So now when we get to the here on the starting on the E, it's the same thing as the C augmented scale. So only 4 times you can build it. So let's go through some ideas that we can use. I'll start it on the D sharp, the augmented scale. We could use the augmented chord over the augmented chord. Immediate dissonance, because every intervals from one chord to the next is a minor second. And this is what you want to take advantage of when you're using it for uneasy sounds, stuff like that. The stuff you can build that's a minor second away. So you hear that. So if you're looking for dissonant, if you're looking for material for dissonance, you could do something like that, a pulse, kind of Stravinsky-like. You could do clam ups like that. And so I'm concentrating on these dissonant intervals. So little effect things like that. I hope I'm explaining this well. Maybe we could create a pulse. Dun, 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 dun. Na, na. So something like that would create a march. Let's do it again. Dun, na, na. Na, na. Okay, so you could create a little marchy effect like that. I kind of got a D flat over an A flat augmented chord. So kind of a polychord effect. Then an A minor, that's in the scale. Remember, an F minor, A minor, and then that polychord, A minor, back to the polychord. You could repeat that. So if you're a film composer, instead of relying on ostinatos, you could do something like that, and to create kind of a tense, kind of marchy feel. And composers, I like composers like John Williams because he does use stuff like that a lot. Instead of relying on minor keys and ostinatos and big banging drums, he'll do something like that instead. I'll play the version into the sequencer with a repeat, because I don't want to sit here and try to play that a little faster, because I don't want to practice it. I'm not into practicing this, the keyboard. So it's just an instrument I use to get harmonic concepts across. So there's some ideas to use the augmented scale with with dissonance. And I'll actually throw in at the beginning, and you've probably already heard it because that'd be in the edit, a a section of music I had that used the augmented scales for dissonance and unease. Alright, enjoy. Oh yeah, and here I'll insert the played into the sequencer real quick, that marchy kind of feel. So uneasy march.